Hi, it's Dr. Simeon Roger. Now, the world of self-leadership has a central paradox. It's a really bizarre paradox, and a lot of people don't get it. But basically what it is this. Self-leadership is not about leading anybody else. It's not about anyone else at all. It's about you. Okay? That's what self-leadership is. It's learning to be the leader of your own life, and it doesn't take into account really other people. And the second part of that paradox, the second half is, despite that, until you have self-leadership, until you can and have become effectively the leader of your own life, you are not fit to lead anyone else. And you will be a terrible leader and probably a disaster. And we see that all over in society. And most people who call themselves leaders in society are in fact really just managers, not really leaders. But basically, until you can lead your own life, until you have become the leader of your own life, you will lack two things that will prevent you from becoming an effective leader. Those things are, one, the capabilities. You won't have the capability. And the second, the credibility. You will not be a credible leader until you are the leader of your own life, because people will look at your life and say, why would I follow you? And they would be right, by the way. So that's one of the central paradoxes of self-leadership. But the amazing thing about self-leadership, when it's properly taught, which is rare, is it teaches you how to think like a leader. And being able to think like a leader gives you an enormous tactical advantage day to day, moment by moment in your life, in your business. So what does that mean to think like a leader? Because as I said, you may not have met any properly trained leaders. There are so few and far between. But basically, when you're trained to think like a leader, you always think strategically. So leaders are thinking strategically. They've trained themselves to have a certain portion of their mental attention at that so-called 30,000-foot level. They can avoid being dragged down into the weeds, even when they have to do some work in the weeds. They're also simultaneously aware of all aspects of their life, their business. They're simultaneously aware of everything. They're very good at having that big picture. And because they have that big picture, they always know the next step. In every area of their life, in every area of their business, they know the next step. They know where they're going next. And they're always expanding across all those areas, because think of it, that's what leadership is. Leadership takes you from point A to point B. It's always expanding. And a leader, a true leader, will always assume responsibility and take charge in any situation. And so that's an enormous tactical advantage. All those 5 traits are an enormous tactical advantage for you day to day. And if that's something you'd like to know more about, then grab our personal effectiveness roadmap, which is available, and I think I'll put a link to it in the description. It's available for free right now. It's pretty in-depth. Go dive in, have fun, because this will give you an enormous advantage in your business and your life. I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.